I got you.
Hey, right, cool. So yeah, I'm back this week in Glasgow to meet the majority of what is a new squad. So I'm meeting the guys for the first time tonight. So it's exciting to see some new faces in the squad in the dressing room. All young players for the most part. Good young players, very coachable. Apparently I've not seen them playing yet. Looking forward to seeing them playing on Saturday against Berwick Rangers. Obviously going to be a very tough game for us, but it's one that we're looking forward to this season. Very competitive league this year, the Lowland League. We're a good young squad. We're excited to see what we can do. Obviously the big news this week is the launch of the WeFunder campaign. We launched that last week. It's been excellent to see the uptake. Been over 300 folk invested in the club from all over the world, mostly the United States. And it's excellent to see. You know, when I set up the WeFunder campaign, the idea was not only to bring in money to the club, but also to create a community around the club. And it's something that's been vindicated, because some of the feedback that we've had so far has been absolutely outstanding, and it's very humbling. And again, it just shows you the power of football and what you can do if you're open, you're transparent, and you try and involve fans in the decision making and the running of the club. So, there you go.
Who's that?
Need to bleep that out. Unfortunately, I guess we lost quite a lot of players at the end of the season last season. In a way, that's almost like a backhanded compliment, I feel like, because maybe we became a little bit a victim of our own success in terms of bringing in young players and getting up to a level where other players, wanted to come and take them away, which is a challenge. But it's at this level and where we are at the moment, it's something we have to live with. So we're excited to have a group of young guys coming in. It'll be a big challenge for them as well. Some of these guys never played Lowland League football before, so it'll be a test for them. I'm sure it's a test that they'll enjoy and they'll relish, and under the stewardship and guidance of Ricky Waddle, I'm sure they're in really good hands. Also a special mention maybe to Ross Patterson coming in as assistant coach along with Dorian. Dorian obviously has Lowland League experience with Edinburgh University. He was a long-term serving manager and coach at the university, so we're delighted to have him involved as well. And I know that Ricky knows Ross from back in the day at St Mirren, so Ross is a great addition to the club as well. So we're excited for the future of the club, both on and off the park.
Feeling is that I'm happy with the victory, but we've got a long way to go. That's if I want to sum it up in kind of one sentence, that's what it would be. I think the shape was good, but it could be so much better. I think the defensive side of things in the forward area could have been so much better, but I think the defensive side of things, defending the box, we worked quite hard on that in pre-season. I thought that was excellent. That final defensive third defending was good, so I was happy with that side of things. But from a coaching perspective, we've got a fair bit to go.
Telling you that game's there for you tonight. If you want it, determination, a togetherness, you win a game. All right? Yes. Let's go. Big man, Chris. Let's go, big chap. What's your kids? Come on. Fucking aggressive.
I'm here at Airdrie. This is where Celtic B play play their games. I'm here tonight with my two daughters, Josephine and Eloise. We're over from Paris for a few days to catch a couple of the games. So, but it's a really big test for the guys because Celtic, you know, a young team like us, similar to us, and we're in the league this season as well with Hearts. Rangers B pulled out this year, but Celtic certainly so far looking very good. Also, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to all of the owners that have invested in the club so far. We have over 330 investors on the WeFunder platform. Raised just over $80,000, so that's a fantastic start. All things considered, it's only been a couple of weeks, and it's a great opportunity for you guys as well to see the club playing against teams like Celtic. You know, Celtic Football Club, one of the biggest clubs in the world, I guess. You know, they won a Champions League before it was called the Champions League, a European Cup in 1967. Had some fantastic players through the years, Celtic. They'll be playing again this season in the Champions League. For us, Caledonian Braves, Scotland's youngest senior club, formed in 2019 to be playing against Celtic, the famous green and white hoops, is something that's very special. But we're starting to come into the game a wee bit, and hopefully we can get the equaliser and hopefully push on for another 3 points. But certainly it's a great experience. It's good to share it with my daughters tonight.
I think going into the Celtic game I made a few changes going into that because there was boys that I felt that done well over pre-season that deserved an opportunity probably in the Berwick game but never got that. I wanted to change it up, keep everybody fresh as much as possible and give those boys an opportunity, and I think I was relatively pleased with the first half, but if I'm being honest it probably came a bit quick for us. I thought they were too bright, too sharp for us, you know, on a slick surface at Airdrie. You know, I think if we look at the result, it was a bad result in terms of the scoreline. I don't think for 1 minute they deserved to win the game or even draw it, so I have to take that and say, right, okay, fair enough, we move on. I was just disappointed with the scoreline. You know, I don't think the perception that's particularly good, and I think it was maybe a little bit harsh, the 5-1, but it was important that we moved on positively into Saturday, and I think I mean, we're still finding our feet, we're still thinking, right, you know, I've put the baton onto the guys to say, right, who wants to, you know, who's going to show here, who's going to show their real potential, who's going to play with the freedom and the desire and the hunger to go and command a starting jersey. So very much Saturday I was looking for the reaction. I felt the first half there wasn't really anything in the game, but if you go and lose two set play goals, which were simple goals, a decent enough ball played in, an aggressive header, you know, you're going to struggle to win games.
So the last couple of games, to be fair, it's been tough. You know, the boys have put in a good shift. It's been difficult, to be honest, you know, considering the results. You know, they've not went away, but you know, the boys are ready for Saturday, and it's just about putting that to bed. You can't change them now, and you know, kicking on. The mood in the camp, to be honest, considering the results has been, it's pretty positive. You know, we had the good wee bounce game on Tuesday amongst ourselves, but we've got a good changing room. It's a good group of boys. You know, they're young, but they're keen to learn, and yeah, I would say the mood as it is just now is pretty positive. Saturday will be a tough game. I know St Cuthbert's won their league a couple of years ago, and to be honest, they'll probably looking at how our form's been and thinking that they can come up here and get a wee upset. You know, it's a cup game. There's always upsets in the cup. We just need to make sure it's not us. But I'm confident the way the boys have been training. You know, still the attitude and the application that we've been putting into games, that you know that we can go and win the game on Saturday, and that's the most important thing. You know, win the game and then hopefully kick on. Obviously there's been a lot of fans around the world, so it's good to see that there's a lot of interest taking over, and you know, like the boys are looking to put things right as well in terms of getting results. You know, there's a kind of unique club in a situation where not a lot of clubs have this, you know, where there's people all over the world rooting for you, so boys are just looking to have a positive week, win Saturday and then go into the two games next week positive and hopefully get a couple of wins as well from them.
Hi everyone, game day at the Braves. Unfortunately, I'm not playing today. Still trying to recover from injury, but I was training on Thursday and it felt pretty good. Wee bit sore the past couple of days after it, right enough, but hopefully I won't be out for too much longer. The boys are in there, they're buzzing to get started, so fingers crossed we get the result we need after a hard start to the season. But boys are up for it, boys are focused, so come on the Braves.
It's just football, lads, it's simple as that. Okay, doing the right things, switching on, doing the right things at the right times, we win the game. score goals, and good luck. All right, come on.
Obviously, the Lowland League is becoming more and more competitive. You know, there's a lot of good teams coming up through these primarily, and also in the west of Scotland, really good teams. So we knew it was going to be a challenging start to the season. We had a tough opening fixture list of the campaign, and obviously, beyond that, we had a changeover of players. We lost 7 very good players in the close season. Ricky worked very, very hard with Ross and the coaching staff to bring in new players. But like everything, when new players coming into the team, it's going to take a bit of time for them to bed in, get to know each other. There's obviously that transitional period, particularly when the players are young. I think the average age of the squad this year is maybe like 21. So we knew it was going to be tough, and it was tough. But we managed to get a couple of good draws. We got a good win in the first game of the season against Berwick. We lost a few games, on a bad run, losing a few games 1-0. And then we got obviously a really good result in the Cup where we beat St Cuthbert's 9-1, which was obviously great to progress into the next round of the Cup, but even more pleasing to get obviously a lot of goals in that game as well. Great for the confidence.